I approve. Alicia, stamp of approval. Hey guys, I'm Auntie Alicia, and today we're gonna turn that classic Rocky Road ice cream into a decadent mousse pie. So let's get started. For the classic flavors of Rocky Road, you know, are gonna be chocolate, marshmallows, and nuts. So we're gonna do some Sandies pecan cookies as our crust. So we're gonna process these in a food processor just to break them up. You don't have one, go ahead and stick them in a bag and beat them, crush them up. We just want them into crumbs so we can make a crust out of them. So to our processed Sandies pecan cookies, we're gonna add some butter, a dash of salt. We're just gonna go ahead and stir these up, get that butter all incorporated on the cookies, and then we're gonna press this into a springform pan and bake it in the oven at 350. So we're just gonna go ahead and press our crust, and I'm gonna press it up the side as well. That way when we pull it out the oven, it has like a nice crust on the side. Looks really nice. So I'm just using a measuring cup, just something with a flat bottom that you can go ahead and get in here and get that crust nice, flat, and pressed. We're gonna go ahead and pop this in the oven at 350 for about 10 to 12 minutes. We're just trying to get the crust nice and set, and that way it holds our nice mousse filling. So to make the mousse filling, it has two parts to it. The first part is we're gonna heat up chocolate, marshmallow, butter, or milk, some vanilla, and some salt. So now we have everything in there. We're gonna go ahead and put this on like a low, medium, low heat. And again, we're just trying to warm the ingredients and melt them together. We're not trying to simmer it or boil it or anything like that. I'm sure you can even do this in the microwave on small increments of stirring. The marshmallows do take the longest to melt. Chocolate and marshmallows are definitely the staple of what makes a Rocky Road a Rocky Road. So if you see that your chocolate is melting too fast or things are starting to simmer or boil, turn your heat down. Again, you're wanting it very low. You're just melting everything together. The marshmallows are all mixed in. Everything is combined, nice and silky. All right, so now we're gonna put that to the side and let it cool. So our pecan crust is out of the oven. We're gonna let that cool completely before we add our mousse to it. That way our crust doesn't melt our nice fluffy mousse. So here's a tip, get you a bowl with ice, put your pot with your marshmallow chocolate mixture in there and stir it every once in a while. That'll quickly drop the temperature of that from hot to room temperature within just a few minutes. And you want this mixture to be room temperature before we finish off our mousse. So I dumped out that ice. I've got my bowl, it's nice and chilled. I'm gonna add our heavy whipping cream. So you always want a nice chilled bowl or really cold heavy whipping cream. It just whips up a lot better. This step you can do in a stand mixer. You can do it with a hand mixer, or you could do it like Grandma used to and get a whisk and just whisk by hand. I'm just gonna use a hand mixer. We're gonna keep mixing it until we get stiff peaks, and then we'll be able to incorporate our chocolate marshmallow mixture. So if we stop here and we just dip our beaters in there, you see how flimsy they are? That's way too soft. So we're gonna still whip it for another like 30 seconds to a minute. And it stands. So that is what it looks like. And if you'd like to save some time and if you don't have time to make your own whipped cream, just wanna shave a few minutes, make it more convenient, just buy a tub of Cool Whip. You could just stir that into it also. So I'm going to stir in about half of this, and then I'll go ahead and fold in the rest of it. So we wanna keep the fluffiness of our Cool Whip. I mean, we spent the time whipping it up and making it nice and fluffy. We're gonna go ahead and keep that nice and fluffy. So you just want to flip the spatula over. I'm just flipping as I'm going and then turning and flipping. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some more. All right, once we get this almost all the way mixed in and you don't see the starch difference between the white and the chocolate, if you want to give it that extra Rocky Road and you like the little bits of nuts in there, go ahead and stir in 1/4 to a 1/2 cup of chopped up pecans. I'm going to go ahead and dump in my marshmallows. You may be thinking, hey, you could have used something bigger to do this. But what's the fun in that? And just because we have to quality control, that is good. So now we're taking all of this and putting it in this pecan pie crust. Do you say pecan or do you say pecan? Pecan or pecan. I'm just gonna smooth out the mousse with a little offset spatula. So you wanna make this even easier. A lot of the stores now will make like a gluten-free crust, which is like a nut crust. It's already in a pie pan and everything at the grocery stores. You can go ahead and use that too, and there's enough filling in here that you could probably make 2 of those. I love that the marshmallows are poking through. We're gonna garnish it with even more. All right, so Rocky Road, chocolate marshmallow pecans. We're gonna go ahead and sprinkle some more on top. Make it fun. I just have some shaved chocolate in here, but you can use chocolate chips if you want, whatever you have on hand. And then some little pecans. All right, I don't know about you, but this looks awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and pop this in the fridge for 4 hours or overnight. It's great to make ahead. You wanna chill this, you want the mousse to set up, all those flavors to meld together. So I made this pie earlier. It's been sitting in the fridge for about 5 hours now. So it's nice and chilled. I don't know if you can see that, but that is nice and silky. That's good. It's nice and silky like mousse. You get the marshmallows in there. You get the crunch from the pecan crust. Hey, for Rocky Road and a pie, this is good. You should go make it. That is the perfect texture, just what you want for this Rocky Road pie. So I tried this pie using a cream pie method, and it didn't have the same look and feel that I was going for this particular pie. With it being a cream pie, it did work perfect for my banana pudding pie, so that's exactly what I did. So if you want to see a different method from like a mousse pie to a cream pie, check out my banana pudding pie, and we'll see you over there. Bye.